Hey, what is going on there? What's going on, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, back at you with another video here. Can't even talk. Man, is it ever hot up in Ontario, Canada. Good Lord. Need a bottle of water. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. Lots to talk about. Kidding, there's really not that much to talk about. How are you guys doing today? What are you guys up to? You enjoying the weather? I do want to let you guys know right off the hop, I'm fairly deep into this game, Far Cry 5, and you know, without giving you a full-blown review, you know, it's a good game, but it is more of the same. I am starting to see the repetitiveness in it, and the missions are starting to feel like fetch quests, etc. Excuse me while I fix my mic. And yeah, it's not a bad game. I'm glad I bought it for $20 and not full retail. Again, I'm already starting to get a little bit bored of it. So what can you do? I was watching, by the way, how are we doing for time here? 1:30, not bad. I was watching David Lynch's Dune on Netflix, 1984. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie before. It's been panned by the critics for years. People have thrown that film under the bus. It's like the one David Lynch movie that always gets shit on. Well, I finally sat down and watched it. It is a long movie. It's about 2 hours long, but let me tell you, if you guys are a fan of sci-fi, if you guys love Star Wars, Star Trek, you really owe it to yourself to watch Dune. I'm going to try to do maybe a Movies on the Run episode of this movie because it's fantastic. Just an ensemble cast in it. Patrick Stewart is in it. God, has that guy ever had any hair on his head? Oh my God. Just like I said, just an all-star cast. It took me a couple of days to get through the movie. I'd watch a little bit of chunks here and there as I'd nod off at night. This heat, like I said, it's enough to, you know, put anybody to sleep for that matter. Today was no exception. I was outside, again, doing my usual yard work there. And man, let me tell you, if you're cutting your grass, you got to get up at the butt crack of dawn before that sun rises, because once that sun comes up, holy shit, just burning me up. So luckily I had the day off today, back to work tomorrow, and then we're headed into the weekend here. So right now, like I said, in Ontario, Canada, a little bit of a heat wave. I don't know if you can see the sweat beads rolling off my head right now, but over the next 2 days, it is supposed to cool down as well. So that's pretty much it. A lot of the hell is this? Who's this?
Hey, Cameron, how's it going?
Oh, AlphaNerd. What are you up to?
That's right. Oh, not too much, buddy. Just chilling. What are you up to?
Oh, just shooting a video right now, just talking about nothing.
Oh, seriously? Am I interrupting?
No, not at all. I think you came in just at the right time.
Oh, no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, Brandy, honey, please. I'm on the phone. Can you grab me a bottle of Esco water? What do you mean we only have Pure Life? Oh, good Lord. Sorry about that, Cameron.
What, my brandy?
How are things?
Are you with my brandy?
Oh, that's my brandy. Oh,
What?
you must be delusional.
What the? Oh, man.
Maybe we got a different brandy.
It better be.
So what video? What are you talking about?
Oh, I was just basically talking about Far Cry 5. I'm about halfway through the game, and it's already sort of showing its repetitiveness in the missions. Starting to feel like fetch quests. I don't know if you've played any of the Far Cry series before?
I actually only played and beat Far Cry 2, and I did enjoy it, but it did get very repetitive, so it sounds like not much has changed.
No, so I picked it up for $20 at Walmart, so it was obviously heavily discounted, so I'm glad I paid $20 for it, not full retail, put it that way.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad then, eh? Far Cry, good graphics, though.
Oh, yeah. I saw your...
One of those franchises I never got into.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of which, I know Brent's Basement, he recently did a video and he was talking about, you know, like you said, games that you never really got a chance to get into. And one of the games I wanted to mention was the Uncharted series. I know you've been playing a lot of that lately. I never had a PS3 or a PS4, so I've never had the luxury of playing that game. That's the one game that all Xbox owners are kind of envious of.
Well, interesting that you say that because I love the Uncharted series, but one series I never got into was Mass Effect because I never had an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. So I kind of had the reverse jealousy. I was always really envious of the Xbox players playing Mass Effect and heard nothing but good things from my buddy Jim.
Okay, Mass Effect, though, I'm pretty sure that came out on the PS3 as well, didn't it?
Did it really?
I think so. I could be mistaken. I thought it did.
Well, either way, I missed out on the franchise.
I have the trilogy, and to be honest with you, I got into the first one just a tad, and I had to walk away with it because...
It's blowing my mind. It's actually on PlayStation?
I think it is, man.
Holy shit, I feel stupid.
Yeah, but I had just finished Red Dead Redemption 2, and I had a little bit of open world burnout, and I jumped right into Mass Effect, and I was like, it's too soon for this, and I had to back away from it.
No kidding, eh? Yeah, I have yet to get through Red Dead Redemption 2. I completed the first one 100% and loved it, but something about the second one just didn't pull me in. Did you enjoy your completion of the game, or?
I did, but I don't want to spoil it for you. But just when
please don't.
It's a long game, put it that way, and
really, eh?
You think you've beaten the game, and it opens up even more. So.
I want to give a shout out to Brent there, and I'm going to tell him this one may get me hated by some people out there, but another franchise I never got into, believe it or not, before people start throwing stones, The Legend of Zelda. I never played any of them but Wind Waker.
Oh shit! You never played the SNES?
No, I didn't play Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. None of them. I kind of missed out on the whole series.
That's kind of weird that the Wind Waker is the only one that you touched, because usually that's the black sheep in the franchise.
I know, it is the black sheep of the franchise. Well, maybe I'm just the black sheep of the gaming world. I don't know. But yeah, that is a great franchise that I never did get into, and I do kind of regret it, but it's never too late. If I were to start, I think it would be Link to the Past.
That's what I would recommend because, to be quite frank, the games on the NES, they're a little bit too long in the tooth at this point. And
they look a little dated to me as well, in all honesty.
Yeah, the first one is just, it's tougher than a cheap steak, and then the second one's no different. It's like, the second one is totally... it's like a side-scrolling adventure, but the open world, you are on like an open map, but it's just, it's not the first game you want to jump into, that's for sure.
No, for sure. And I don't know if I want to jump right into Ocarina of Time, too, because it did have that kind of awkward N64 era. I understand that it's one of the most popular games of all time, but I think Link to the Past would probably be a great place for me to start. And did you say tougher than a cheap steak?
Yes, I did.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. Tougher than a cheap steak.
I'm not just any of the snake community at all.
Oh, I've heard all about it. Yeah, apparently I'm the newest member of the snake community, which is led by the incomparable Simon Stevens, who's now he's my lord.
I thought Simon Stevens was the king. I heard Top Loaded might be took his throne, but I don't know. Simon Stevens will always be the king snake to me. And as a fellow snake, I want to welcome you here and now on your show into the snake community.
Well,
and what we do now, can we get a hiss? Not bad.
Yeah, and you know, I have to throw out an apology. Anyone out there that I previously blocked that I deemed a snake, well, come on back. You're more than welcome to come on back. I'll unblock you. You know, I'm gonna welcome you with open arms. This is, you know, a community of snakes, and we have to look after each other and stick together.
Nothing but quality. And let me say, there are a lot of mice running around in the community as well, and I tell you, us snakes, we like to eat those weak little mice. We just chew them right up and swallow them whole.
Oh yeah, you gotta spew that venom.
Yeah, we might be cringier, and we may get flack for being cringy, but we have fun.
Snakes like to drink a lot of water too.
Do they really? Now there's an interesting fact I didn't know about.
Yeah,
snakes.
yeah. They can swim.
Like Escowater.
I don't know. I think they do. I think they really like the Escowater. It's pure.
It is from Quebec, I believe.
Nothing
but the best.
From the Quebec Appalachians, the mountains.
Oh, seriously? You know, I've heard skiing up there in Mount Tremblant is really good.
Oh, yeah. I've been up there before, actually. It's nice.
Oh, really? I passed through when I lived in Prince Edward Island some years ago. But Cameron, I feel bad interrupting your video. You sure I haven't ruined it?
No. Like I said, we're just shooting the shit here. Nothing's going on. Also, I don't know if you saw, Big Retro Show's got a new video up. He's talking about the original Punch-Out for the arcade.
I got the bell notification today when I was at work, and I put it in my to watch list. What I do is a lot of times with videos, when I get busy, I pick one day where I just, boom, watch everybody's content, all the videos that I missed, and usually Thursday is that day, so I was probably going to jump in and get caught up on some of the videos I missed. Right,
makes sense. I saw your video last night there.
Oh, right, on Your World Gaming News.
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, it was just right at the sweet 22-minute mark, so it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short.
I try to keep them short, but they seem to, they take a little bit of time to get done. I don't know. The community seems to be enjoying them, the snake community anyways.
Yeah. Those snakes, eh?
Oh, I tell you, good Lord, man, I don't know. The people on this platform, I tell you, so many weirdos come to my channel, I can't even tell you. No sarcasm at all. No sarcasm at all here.
No, but seriously, I had a conversation with Simon recently, and he's actually not a bad guy. It's like I said before, until you actually talk to somebody one-on-one, or Skype them, or talk on the phone, we really have no right to cast judgment on anybody, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, Cameron. I gotta say, it's very easy to think the worst of people, and it's true until you actually talk to somebody and you realize that they're a real person. It is just too easy to think the worst of people, and that's not the right attitude. Sometimes you gotta acknowledge that people are usually good-hearted from their core, and sometimes we're all at fault of being bad from time to time and showing our shitty sides. And no, Simon is a really good guy, and you know what? I thought I'd seen you patching things up with Chris Paul in there.
I had a little bit of a back and forth with him as well. It was nothing but a cordial exchange, and there wasn't any issues there at all.
Hey, that's fantastic. It's great to see you both being reasonable. And like you said, Cameron, I couldn't agree with you any more there. Until you sit down and talk with people, you can't really judge.
No, but at the same time, being a part of the snake community, I feel it's an honor, and I feel like it's a fresh start, meeting new people in this great community that's developed over the last several months. And even though I'm just a peasant, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, I don't mind, like I said, answering to Simon and getting direction from him as to how to go about things in this community. What's that?
On how to be a good snake?
Yeah, exactly. He knows exactly how to slither his way around these comment threads, and I could learn a lot from him. So.
Hey, absolutely. And there's many different kinds of snakes in the snake community. There's garden snakes, there's boa constrictors, there's anacondas, and we don't discriminate. All snakes are welcome. And in fact, we have a secret club. And when all this quarantine passes, the Quad Viper Temple is going to open. Great music, great drinks. We're going to have a great time. Some of the people from the Diablo world, from Tristran, and I believe it was Deckard Cain he works at the bar there. So great club for all the Vipers and all the snakes to get down and have a good time.
Yeah, sounds like a great time. Maybe we can get my buddy there, the Black Mamba himself, Greg, the Lone Wanderer. He can come along as well.
Oh, the Black Mamba. That's one of the most vicious snakes there is.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you, Sarah Cameron, enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking community.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Good Lord.
So what I'll do, I'll let you go. I didn't want to keep you too long there, but I had one other question for you before you go.
Oh, absolutely.
What year is it?
Oh, what year?
What year?
What year?
What's the date?
Hey, 12. Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Great Terminator reference there, Cameron. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I tell you, no one still to this day has caught that reference when I've done it. And, maybe one day someone, when I say what year, they'll be like, Terminator? They'll be like, finally someone caught the reference.
Right on.
Great beach review, by the way, buddy. I got to be honest. Before you cut me off, I don't want to keep you. When you spoke about the movie The Beach, it really took me back, man. Yeah, I was just a young punk when that movie came out, man, so I really enjoyed your review of that.
Well, like I said, I was about the same age as you at the time, and around 2001, 2002, a lot of my buddies and I, on the weekends, we would bomb down the we were actually out of school at that time. We'd go down the 401 to the sandbank, bring some beer with us, spend the day at the sandbanks, and then we'd drive back the same day later on in the night, and then in the morning we'd get up and we'd drive all the way back to Belleville and drive back to the sandbanks and do it all over again.
Good times, eh? If only you could go back for even just a weekend, eh?
Well, it's like the older you get, you realize, it's when you're younger, it's like the age of innocence, you know? Once you get a little bit older, it's like...
Absolutely. And I'll never be one of those old people that hates on teenagers, man, because that's a special time. You know, your early 20s and late teens, it's a great time, man. And I say when they're young at that age, enjoy it, because it passes by so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, Cameron, I feel like this is a really positive video, and I was happy to be a part of it, man. And I don't want to keep you. I'm sure you got a lot more to talk about, so I should let you carry on, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. After I get off the phone with you here, I'm going to go ahead and play with my pet snake that I purchased tonight, and I've named him...
You should name it Alfredo.
No, I've named him Damien.
Oh, Damien. Good name for a snake. That's a great name for a snake.
All right, well, I'll let you go there, buddy.
Canadian Gamer, thanks for having me, brother.
All right, Alpha Nerd. Take care.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. Wasn't expecting that. Call from a fellow snake. As you can see, AlphaNerd Entertainment. He's a pretty good guy. Again, shooting the shit with him on the phone. Easy to talk to. Lots of great things to say about him for sure. Other than that, like I said, not much else to talk about. I've mentioned it before. There's not a lot going on in the gaming community right now. A lot of it is contributed to COVID-19. It is what it is. Like I said, we're doing the best that we can, coming up with some somewhat fresh material to keep you guys entertained as well. So that's pretty much going to do it. Like I said, I might pump out another video before the weekend. I do want to talk about the movie Dune. But for now, I'm going to finish this glass of wine. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And you guys stay safe, especially in that heat. Make sure you're very hydrated. And you guys have a good night. Take care.